All right. Good morning, everybody. It is March 14th, 2023, Pi Day, as some people like to call it, 314. Welcome to the Lang Trading Chat Room. As always, if you're new, it's going to go something like this. We're going to start off, we're going to look at the SPY and the QQQ, determine our market bias, pick which way we think these markets are going to go today. After that, I'm going to review the gap list on the right-hand side of the screen. You got long ideas in green, short ideas in red. These are simply ideas. They are not areas to blindly buy or uh, buy or sell stock. You gotta have a pattern trader. We are pattern traders, so we need a pattern to trade. As always, make sure you guys are practicing proper money management. You're not risking too much too soon. This is a very challenging business. You're not going to earn while you learn. You're not going to get rich quick. You got to do it the right way. Start off with very small risk, $5 to $10 per trade, and then incrementally work your way up to you have $500,000 per trade. So with that, let's get started. Let's look at the market here, guys. So had a nice bounce yesterday after that big sell-off from last week. And now we are gapping up over that topping tail that we put in. So over this big red bar on the hourly, over these tails here. So going into today with a slightly bullish bias. Look on this 15-minute chart, we're gapping up over all this consolidation from yesterday. Should have room to about 393. We do have some resistance coming in there, though. You can see on this hourly or daily chart, we got this support coming in at that 393 area. We do have the 200 period moving average at that 393 area. So kind of expecting just some choppy bullishness today. Maybe we come down, retest the 388 area. But I think we kind of stay in this range between like 393 to like 388. Kind of the range that I'm thinking we're going to stay in on the SPY. And the Qs, kind of same sort of thing in this range right here between like, I guess SPY is a little more bullish, but maybe like 297 to I got 292, 293. Just kind of chop around in here. I don't see us ripping higher. We did have the CPI number this morning. It was kind of as expected, I believe. Where's that? Yeah, it forecasted was 5.5%, and it came out at 5.5%. So a little bit lower than what we've been having the past few times. Might shoot the market up a little bit. Some decent inflation news. So just going into today with this choppy bullish bias. Got some decent gap ideas here as well. This first one, MNTV. Looking at this one now, I'm starting to think that this might be a buyout. Let's see. Yeah, this is a buyout, guys. So MNTV actually is not going to be on my list. I'm going to take that off the list real fast. I will be throwing, let's see, probably this BG on there. I don't know. I'll get back to that in a minute. Let's go over the list that we have here. So first up is Mara, whatever you want to call it. Gapping up over that wide range green bar it had yesterday. Kind of expecting an extend or continuation move here. Does have some resistance in this $7.80 to $8 area. It is a little bit extended, so we're going to be mindful of that, but still a lot of strength. Pretty decent void once it gets up to that 780 area. So should have room to trade this thing, so keep an eye on it. Next up is RBLX. This one's gapping up. Needs to get over this pivot right there, like 40, basically 43 kind of. So if it gets over there, it has a really nice void. Should have room at least to 46. So watch that one. Next up is UNVR. This thing is gapping over like 6 red bars in a row. So crazy good shock value here. The pre-market's looking like this one might be a buyout as well. Let's check the news real fast. Let's see what it says. Okay, so this is another buyout, guys. All right, so UNVR is going to be off the list as well. So we're going to be searching for some backup ideas early. So UAL is the first short idea on the list. This thing looks pretty nice, guys. It's got gapping under these pivots right here, and the market just opened. So markets are open. As always, make sure you're practicing proper money management. You're not getting caught up risking too much too soon. So make sure you guys are following your plan. The UAL looks pretty nice. Got some room to drop. DVN, relative weakness for the oil sector. If it gets under this support there, like 48, 49, whatever, keep an eye on that. I like it. Next up, we got Riot. Riot's gapping up. It's pretty similar to Mara, same sector, so keep an eye on these. If one of these is going, the other one's probably going to be going as well. So we're looking for relative strength out of those two. Next up, we got AMLX. This one's gapping up pretty nicely, actually. That's going to make that list there. So, yeah, watch this one into a nice void. Got some good range, so keep an eye on the AMLX. ENVX, another one. Shot up off the open yesterday and then just kind of consolidated. So this wide range green bar on the daily isn't as extended as it looks on the daily. So it's got some nice void. Got a nice little consolidation from yesterday. So look for that one higher. And last but not least on the list is Intel. This one's going to need to get over the 2750 area. And then it's got the 28 to deal with. So not a lot of room here. It definitely has some pivots, but you can keep an eye on this one. I do like it over the $28 area. I'm going to grab two ideas from this backup list as well here, because those are some buyouts, so they're probably not going to be tradable. I'll throw a coin on that list, and then BG, GE, probably BG, honestly. Yes, I'm going to throw BG and coin on this list. All right. BG and coin made the cut. So, all right, there we go. There's the list for you guys. Let me get my thumbnail watch list opened up. We're still only 2 minutes into the day, so 2 minutes into the day. I never even posted here. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. All right. Get this thumbnail watch list all figured out. Oh, we need one more. Throw right up on there. All right. So as always, if you guys are trading anything, watching anything, throw it up in the chat log. I will review it. We will talk about it. We will go over it. Whatever it is you want it to do, we'll get it done. We'll make sure we get it done. So, guys, I'm thinking this market just kind of chops around today. Like I said, I think we get a little bit of bullishness, but I think for the most part we just kind of chop around. So, we're gonna be patient today. I do like the gap. I think we'll gap up pretty nicely. So. Choppy bullish is the bias. Something between, like, what is this, like 293, 295? It's a 294 or 394, my bad. I think on that low side, we got some support down there, like 386, 387. All right. So now we are officially ready to trade. All right. So markets are just kind of hanging out right now, pulling in a little bit. None of my ideas are looking too crazy good, so just stay patient there. There we go. You guys hear that? You guys can't hear that music, can you? If you guys can hear that in the background, just let me know. I'll turn it down or turn it up if you guys want to get it turned. Whatever you want to do. All right, so Mara. So 5 minutes we're in. We're in the first 5 minutes, guys. So this Mara needs to get over high today for an entry. RBLX, same thing. There you AMLX is moving up a little bit. So all these kind of put in a doji bar to start the day. So we're gonna need to get over that first doji bar for anything to happen. As UAL is weak. My goodness. I don't know if it's gonna be tradable at this point. I don't know if it's gonna be tradable at this point because it's down so much. And this is the fourth big day down, so maybe it keeps going, but not a huge fan of that. DVN's popping up so far. Still a lot of range, so watch that thing under low of the day. Riot is pulling in a little bit, so it's going to need to get up into this 688 area before I'm interested there. ENVX is pulling in a little bit. Intel, another one, needs to get up towards high of the day. Coin kind of hanging out right now. You can watch BG, guys. BG's kind of moving up. Honestly, I mean, I'm really not worried about any of this resistance. It gets up to like 103-ish. Start getting worried, but should have room to run from here. So, just staying patient. No need to rush into these things. We're going to wait for an entry. We're going to wait for a pattern. Markets are still just chopping around. Oh, fix that chart. There we go. Looks like they're trying to go higher. Put in a big engulfing bar on the 1 minute and kind of an engulfing bar on the 5 as well. So we'll see if we can get over high of the day here. I don't see much with relative strength right now, guys. All of these three ideas are kind of at low of the day. You can watch AMLX. AMLX looks like one of the better ideas right now. It's pretty spready. It's pretty spready, so you'd have to go like high of the day by low of the day probably. So a little bit of a range concern and a spread concern. So watch AMLX, but I'd like to get a better entry if we can. Riot's coming right back up. So I want to watch the Riot. It gets over that 688 area. I like it. It's stronger than Mara. And Coin looks higher as well. So Coin and Riot kind of on the same page here. Guys, watch the RBLX showing some relative strength, breaking out in the area we needed to. So watch that. I like it. It's doing pretty decent volume. So yeah, definitely watch the RBLX. Intel needs work. Coin a little bit. You can watch BG, but again, now it's getting a little bit less, I almost said appetizing, but we're not eating it, so less good. I don't know. There's a word for it. I can't think of it, but I don't like BG as much. It's a little bit of a range issue early on, so I'll be patient on that. AMLX though. I'd like to get a better pattern on this, or a better entry. Because right now you got to use high of the day by low of the day. So it's a $1.20 stop. Average range is only $2. So it's a little bit of a concern. It is on earnings, so this thing could. Man, UAL is going to be tough, guys. Riot, right up in that area where we need it to be. So keep an eye on that thing. I like it. Should have easy room to $7. Should really have room to about 730. So watch the Riot, guys. Riot looks good. So does Coin. And Coin's a little bit tempting over high of the day right here. Be high of the day by low of the day. 210 on the stop. I mean, it has the range. Should have room to at least $70. So keep an eye on the Coin. It might be going right here. Yeah. The SPY's still moving up, looking higher on all time frames. The Mare is looking good, guys. Mare looks really good, actually. I really like this thing. Right up into this resistance. This was my favorite one out of Mara, Riot, and Coin. This was my favorite in the pre-market. Had the best void. So yeah, keep an eye on the MARA over high of the day. We got 780. We'll see where this bar goes, but probably want to give it VWAP. So about a 32-cent stop. So you need about 60 cents out of that. So not a ton of range left, but I mean the average range ratio is insanely good on this. So ATR really is not a concern for Mara at all. Guys, I still like RBLX too. Still like RBLX too. Intel doesn't look too bad. Coin's rolling over, guys. So coin is weak. How's Mara's not pulling in too much. So yeah, I like the Mara even more now. Oh man, I'm about to get an order ready for Mara soon. You'd probably that 20-cent stop's a little bit tight. I'd probably go 30 at least. I don't think you need to get that tight. There's no reason for it. All right, SPY and Q keep pushing up higher, guys. So markets are still moving up. So watching this RBLX, it needs to give us a pattern. So it needs to just kind of settle down right here. AMLX is getting a little bit sloppy. UAL's down a lot. DVN's made a pretty solid move up. You can still watch this thing short, guys. I still like DVN short quite a bit, actually. Put in a big topping tail right at that resistance. So watch our, I don't know if I said RBLX. Watch DVN short. Watch DVN short. Riot's pulling a little bit. Mara's pulling in a little bit as well. So now this is exactly where the stop would be at, 34 cents. So you want to see it put in a bottoming tail or an engulfing bar. Probably a bottoming tail because there's a couple minutes left there. So watch it. Watch and Riot. Actually, guys, Riot does look better now that it's showing a little more strength. This one would be about a 15-cent stop, plenty of range. Yeah, guys, I'm liking the Riot. I'm liking Riot. I'm about to get an order ready for this thing, actually. A couple more minutes here. It's 43, so we got about 2 more minutes before that thing triggers on the 5-minute. Doing good volume. Got the void. Yeah. This thing should see every bit of $7, which isn't a ton of room, I know, but that's at least half an hour. So should be at least be able to maybe 708. I like that strength, guys. Look at Mara. Look at the way Mara pulled back. Look at the way Coin pulled back. And then Riot's just kind of hanging out. So I like the strength on Riot right now. To be 693 by 678. So yeah, 15-cent stops. We're gonna need 723 out of that thing. Keep an eye on it. I don't mind ordering there just yet on Riot. Not just yet. I mean, Mara's pulled all the way back to the low of the day almost. So relative strength is really nice on Riot. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same. Give it. Honestly, I don't want to give it too much. Honestly, just 1 penny there. All right, so I got my ordering on the Riot, guys. 693 by 678. That's a little bit early. A little bit early, but I mean, this is a pretty nice looking trade right here. And if it breaks the stop, obviously we'll cancel it, but yeah, good strength in the sector, no doubt. Guys, RBLX is another one I really want to keep an eye on. This thing has good range left. This AMLX is getting a little bit tempting for a wedge, honestly. Like 37.50 by low of the day. It's like a 75 cent stop. You're gonna need $1.50 out of this. You need 39. Guys, keep an eye on AMLX. I'm not trying to be too aggressive here, but I want to keep an eye on that thing. I like it's chopping around pretty well right now. You don't want to see it go too much lower than this. All right, gonna be in riot here soon, guys. Gonna be in riot here soon. Hopefully I'm a little bit worried about getting filled. We only have like a 1 cent stop limit order. So hopefully we get filled on that all the way. Did we get it? Did we get full fill? Yeah, so we got full fill. We did get slippage, but at least we got the fill, so that's good. So it's a 15 cent stop, so we need 708 for break even, guys. 708 is break even on the riot. All right. And I want to keep an eye on this Intel. Intel does not look too bad. I know it has this 50 period moving average. That's 50 cents away. So if we can get a better entry, maybe get in here with like even a 25 cent stop is good. So yeah, keep an eye on that Intel. I like it. It's looking pretty strong. All right, BG, guys. BG is gonna be pretty much not tradable, not for me at least. All right, AMLX pulled in pretty good, so not really liking that as much. And this UAL is I'm not trading that, so I'm gonna watch the Intel over UAL. I like Intel a little bit more. This is gonna be a tough short on UAL, man. It's already down like what's that, like 40% over its range at support. I'm not trading that. I mean, look at Roblox, guys. Look at Roblox. Still ripping. Again, this is one I really want to get in. If we get a buy setup on Roblox, count me in. If we get a buy setup on Roblox, you can count me in. Oh, look at Riot. Look at that Riot. There we go. Man, 3 cents until break even. So we're 80% of, we got one up 0.8 R. We're hanging out. SPY keeps looking higher. Intel, guys, Intel, watch it. It's going to need to get a better pattern. I'm definitely not getting in over high today. Give me another bar or two, and then I'll be interested. Oh, all right, look at that, guys. Right to break even. Nice. That was a nice quick pop. Outfit cost me $3,000. Right, break even. All right, and full target on that is 723. So hopefully this thing keeps going up, holds that $7 area. We'll see. All right, ooh, coming back quick. Might be a break even on Riot. Might be a quick break even. We'll see. Nothing in the world if it is. Guys, Intel. All right, wow, look at that. Look at that. Well, I'll take a break even trade over a stop out, so nothing in the world. Man, look at that thing is just whippy. Whoop, right back down. Guys, Intel's probably my top watch right here. I'm not getting in right here. It's pretty extended on the 1 minute, but we get a little bit of rest up here. 27.51. I'll give it the 27.25, so about a 26 cent stop. So you're gonna need just over that whole number at 28. You could probably be a little bit aggressive and tighten your stop up to 19 cents if you wanted. I'm going to hold off on that. Yeah, Intel's definitely my top watch right now. Everything's putting in some topping tails. Markets look like they're about to pull in, so not getting into anything long right here. Honestly, a market pullback would be awesome. That would be great. Watch market pullback and watch Intel just barely trickle down. That would be ideal, honestly. Let me get this ready here. 27.51, 27.25, and 28, like 02, 03. This is what we want to see, guys. Market's putting in a red bar. Intel is just kind of hanging out. So watch this. Look at this on the hourly chart. Over this area, it's got a void up to about 28 bucks. 50 period moving average up at 28 bucks. So Intel, top watch. About to get an order in. All right, guys. Order for Intel. Man, look at Riot really pulling in. All right. Market's pulling in, looking good. All right, orders in there on Intel, guys. 27.51 by 27.25. Intel. Intel 27.51 by 27.25. Target is 28.03. I'm a little bit tempted to tighten up the target, guys. Or tighten up the stop to like 27.33. I think I'm gonna go low of the day by high of the day, or high of the day by low of the day, whatever. You know what I mean. Man, look at Riot just rolling over, man. Where did I stop at? Man, that would have been a stop out. Oh my goodness. Wow, Riot is just whippy, guys. Went up, hit break even, and then went all the way back down and stopped out. Or would have stopped out if we were still in it. Obviously, we're out of break even, but wow. All right, guys, we're going to be in the Intel here soon. Now this 1 minute looks good as well. See, I didn't want to take it whenever it first started this 5 minute bar because it's up 5 straight green bars in the 1 minute. Now it's put in this bottoming tail. It's rested a little bit. So now when it breaks out, it has room to run. Now it looks pretty solid. Don't see anything else that I really like. Still kind of watching the RBLX. Still watching RBLX. Still looking pretty solid. Good range left. Doing good volume, so watch that. The AMLX just kind of rolled over, so nothing to do there. Intel still hasn't triggered, just pulling in a little bit more. Yeah, Riot. Man, that was whippy. That was so whippy. My goodness. Yeah, no. UAL, that I mean, it has a sell setup forming, but like I said, it's at some support. It's down quite a few days in a row, quite a bit, so just holding off on that. I don't really see any other long ideas I like. Yes, I don't really like much here, guys. Intel's the only thing I'm watching. I got my order in for it already. I am kind of watching the RBLX. It's getting a little sloppy though, honestly. I'm still going to consider a buy setup right here. This thing comes down, maybe retest this 42.50 area. Be like 42.90 by. No. We'll wait. I still got like 5 minutes left, so. We don't have any news at 9 o'clock or anything, do we? No. All right. So, yeah, still hanging out. Still got the order in for Intel. Pulling in a little bit more here. I'm not going to lower my entry and get in over here, but I might raise the stop. I'm not going to lower the entry, but I might raise the stop. Spy's pulling back, kind of smooth pullback. Let's see what happens. Kind of looking like a head and shoulders on the 1 minute though. Came up, popped up. So iffy, but we'll see. No rush just yet, guys. It's only 30 minutes into the day. Not even 30 minutes into the day, so just hanging out. Look at Intel pulling in here. Intel's pulling in, so you need to see a bounce of VWAP here. You see a VWAP bounce on the Intel. Guys, RBLX is looking pretty solid, honestly. It'd be like 42.91. 34-cent stop is a little tight. What's the range? This thing has about 80 cents left. It's got 40 cents to high of the day, so it's got like $1.20 that we're working with. Give it like the 50-cent stop. Keep an eye on it. It still needs to chop around for another 3 minutes or so. So looking like, I don't know if it's going to do that. This 1 minute might end up just getting it going. That's a nice bottoming tail in the 1 minute though. And the 5 minute really. So market's kind of putting the buy setup as well. Bouncing here. Still got that order in on Intel. Putting in the bottoming tail here. So I am considering tightening my stop, guys. Getting in like a 27.31 by 51. So tighten it up to 20 cents instead of the whatever it is now, 25 or 26. So there's RBLX getting it going. So yeah, I didn't like that, guy. Maybe you could have taken on the 1 minute. Not for me. You can wait for high of the day on that thing still. Just keep an eye on it. It does some pretty good range, so liking the RBLX still. Man, I like Intel quite a bit right here, guys. Like I said, I think I am going to tighten the stop up though, actually. All right, and then it's going to be down to 27.91. So now we're going to be out before that whole number. Oh, oops. All right. What happened here? Man, what is going on with this order? What's going on here? I don't think that worked. Let's see, 1 second. What's going on? Orders. All right, so we canceled the order completely. All right. Shit. Yeah. Gotta get this in there. All right, there we go. I don't know what's going on there. So we tighten the stop up a little bit. All right, there we go. Updated the Intel. It was Spy kind of faking out the buy setup. Would have just barely triggered in there. Now it's chopping around, so we at on the higher time frames? We're struggling with that 392 area right now. Struggling with the 392. All right. All right. So, did you guys not trade anything today? Who's going? Oh, I was about to say, like, wait, that's not the spot. All right. We're 30 minutes into the day. We got that one trade on Riot that just shook the tree. Man, look at that. Just up, down, right back up. I'm still watching this over high of the day, I suppose. Be a lot wider stop, but you can keep an eye on it. Don't really like much else. Still got that order in for Intel. Still looking all right now. AMLX does not look good. You can still watch the Roblox. You can still watch it. Mara, I wouldn't be watching Mara. If you're watching anything, just keep your eye on Riot. I'm going to check out my backup ideas, guys. I guess that made the list, didn't it? Didn't it? All right, yeah. So mRNA, backup idea, looking higher. So keep an eye on this thing. A little bit extended, so be mindful of that. GE's not doing much. Dash not doing much. Laser, all right. So you can watch mRNA. It's the only backup idea worth keeping an eye on. Yeah, I don't see a lot, guys. Like I said, RBLX over high of the day still does not look too bad. It would be a little bit of a wide stop, but I mean, this thing should have room to about 46 bucks. I mean, it's got room to run. Not a ton of range to run, but range ratio is pretty good. So watch that. Same with Riot. Riot's really choppy right here, but if it gets over high of the day and gets us the pattern, it doesn't look too bad. The buyers are stepping up. So are the sellers, though. My goodness, look at that. We got big volume spike. Bam, top and tail. Big volume spike. Bam, top and tail. So, and if we get over that 710 area, we might get a pop on Riot. We'll see. If you can get through those buyers, or sellers, I mean, if you can get through those sellers up there, I think it should go. Markets are kind of indecisive. They look like they're trying to grind higher, though. They are. Looking like they're trying. We might be in the Intel soon, guys. Looking like we're going to be in the Intel any second now. So we'll see if that thing can get us a good pop on entry. That would be great. Right. There it is. Oh, not in there just yet, I guess. Come on now. Does that not trigger my order? 2751. There we go. Alright. So no slippage on the Intel either, so that's good. So we need 2771 for break even on this. So break even on Intel is 2771. Alright, guys. Feel good about that Intel. I like where it's at. I think it's a good trade. Felt pretty good about Riot too. The thing just whipped back. Right up, right back. That was impressive. Not often do I get entered, hit 1R, and then tagged at break even in the same 5-minute bar. That's pretty wild. On the same bar, we entered, we hit 1R, and it tagged us at break even. All within 5 minutes. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive, Riot. Guys, still watching RBLX over high of the day. 43.34 by like 42.60. So that's 70-cent stops. You can get $1.40 out of this. I mean, it doesn't have any pivots holding it back. 44 might be a little bit of area of resistance. It'll be at break even at least right there. I don't know. Keep an eye on the RBLX. Don't love it, but it is not a bad idea. Not my favorite idea, but still looking like the best idea we got. The 15-minute looks a lot better. The 1 minute, see, the 1 minute really doesn't look too bad, especially if it just kind of holds around and chops up here. Yeah, watch the RBLX, guys. You would probably have to give it the 72-cent stop, honestly, though. I don't know how much tighter you can really get on this. So watch RBLX higher. Watch SPY's looking like it might be breaking out as well, guys. Over 392. It's trying to get there. Intel's off to a good start. Up almost half an hour. Man, coin is weak. Oh. You can keep an eye on mRNA, guys, but a little bit extended, like I said. A little bit extended. Guys, I like RBLX. I like it. I want to watch that over high of the day. All right. All right, guys. You guys watching anything? Oh, yeah, you watching Apple, 5 minutes? Let's check her out. Yeah, Apple's strong, looking stronger than the market. Over this pivot right here, man, was this one, like right where it's at, kind of right here, 153-ish. You see on this 15-minute chart, gets over this pivot, should have room up to about 154.50. So yeah, Apple's got some relative strength for sure. Not a bad idea. Actually, I'm gonna watch that Apple. It's not a bad idea, my man. Gav Ross. Yeah. Are you in this thing right now? Are you trading it? Or are you just watching it at the moment? That doesn't look like a bad idea. Not a bad idea, my man. My favorite idea right now is still the Roblox. I still like Roblox. You are trading it? Nice. What are your parameters on it then? What's your entry, stop, and target, if you don't mind me asking? See, it does have that little bit of resistance right up here at the 153.15 area, but it gets over that, there shouldn't be anything holding it back. And if the SPY and Qs can get over this resistance that they're at right now, SPY is 392, Q is right like 296.50. So if they can get over this resistance, that should be a good long trade for sure. Guys, I am still watching Riot as well. Riot over high of the day is on my list. 154 is the target. Yeah, it's right in that, right, exactly where you need it to be. Just before this pivot really becomes a problem. So yeah, nice. Good relative strength on that thing. I need to be watching this RBLX though. I think I'm about to get an order in. 43.34 by 42.62. Yeah, I'm getting an order in. So 43.34 by 42.62. I'm not gonna have time. I'm gonna need like 45 something maybe. I should have just done the math. I didn't. I'm just saying a couple cents here. So all right, got the order in for was that the right position size? Probably should be getting 14 shares of this actually. All right, there we go. Updated that. So RBLX, 4334 by 42.62. Roblox. That's the order parameters for Roblox. Markets are pulling in a little bit right here. Roblox holding up pretty well, so I like the strength there. All right, yeah, we got that in there. So updated that. All right, cool. So orders in there for Roblox. Markets are pulling in pretty good right here, actually. How's Intel looking? Intel's holding up decently well. As long as we hold the VWAP, we should be all right. We hold the VWAP, put in some more bottoming tails, keep going up. I'm not worried about that. How's that Apple looking? You know, I need Apple on like a thumbnail watch list. Apple does not look too bad. There we go. Where'd you get into Apple, Gavin? If you know I guess it's not Gavin. Gav Ross. Where'd you get into this thing? Did you get in? You probably could have got in on like a buy setup potentially. Technically, it's not a buy setup, but you could have maybe get in like a VWAP pullback or something. But not a bad. It definitely has a strength. Guys, I still do like the Riot. I'm not gonna lie. It would be like a 709. It would be a bit of a wide stop, honestly, like a 30-cent stop. Doesn't have a ton of range left. Does do some big days though, so that really isn't a major concern. Mare is pretty weak. Coin's pretty weak. I mean, Coin's really weak. Got in at 151.64. Oh, so you got in like right early in the day, didn't you? 151. So like a little like a 5-minute 3-bar or 1-minute 3-bar play almost. Did you get in right here? I guess you got in like a pre-market average or something right off the open. Not bad. I mean, it was gapping up into this red bar. 15-minute didn't look too bad. A little bit aggressive taking it under these pivots, but we definitely had some good shock value gapping up over that red bar. You bought it at the open? Yeah. Whatever your strategy is, just make sure you have rules and you're following it. That's all I ask. You can trade wherever you want, however you want. Just make sure you're doing it objectively and consistently, you know? I should be getting into this Roblox here soon, guys. Break even is going to be 72, so just over the whole number at 44. 44.06 is break even on Roblox. We're not in there just yet. We are in the Intel still. And it's looking pretty good. Putting a nice bottoming tail. It should be moving on up still. The SPY putting in a big bottoming tail. That's helping us out quite a bit. Yeah, these SPY gets over 392. We should be cleared for takeoff. And Apple looks pretty good. If Apple gives us a pattern up here, I will be considering getting into it. And over was this resistance right here. It's got easy room to 154, 154.50 even. But honestly, it's been a choppy morning. This is kind of what was expected. The bias this morning was bull chop, and this is exactly what we've gotten. Just complete bull chop. Kind of grinding higher, but not really doing it with too much convincing or strength. Yeah, we might not ever get into Roblox. This thing's still just chopping around here. Still got my eye on that riot. And Apple, honestly, too. Apple doesn't look bad, guys. What are the other fat man stocks doing? Anything good? Nothing really. I think Apple probably looks the best. Yeah, so just Apple really out of those. All these banking stocks just hanging out. Man, how about that, guys? How about a good old fashioned bank run? No, the Fed stepped in. They said too big to fail. We got you. I mean, why can't I be too big to fail, man? This is just cover my expenses, will you? All right, so Intel's still kind of chopping around, hanging out. Oh, Roblox putting in a big red bar. So if Roblox bounces right here, I may consider getting in with a tighter stop. Get in with like a radar, especially when you add that volume spike in. And watch it. And it's still got VWAP right there. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be watching. Maybe tighten up Roblox. Might be tightening up the Roblox order. All right. Well, you guys trade anything else? Got any open swing trades? Any open investments? Anything like that? I did take a couple swing trades this week, testing out some new strategies. AMD's looking good. This Church and Dwight's kind of hanging out on the put side. We got some stocks just hanging out. McDonald's moving up. Man, we already got out of that one. So yeah, AMD's looking good. A couple of these ideas are not too bad. So AMD's had a real nice day. There's the Roblox. Still watching it. We need to see some sort of bounce though. We need this to be like, doesn't have a whole lot of time to put in the bottoming tail. So an engulfing bar is what you're going to need to see here. An engulfing bar. And Intel's still trying to push it up. It's grinding. It's into this void, so that's nice. Should have room to run at least to break even, man. I think we at least, at the bare minimum, we get break even on Intel. Don't see much else though. Apple's pulling in a little bit. So I'm not liking it as much. Still can watch it over high today. But really needs to be over high today for me. Roblox, another one that, like I said, I've been saying, man, I'm thinking about tightening this stop up. Now it's going to be a 51-cent stop, so we need just over $1 for full 2R. Oh man, can you guys hear that music I was playing this morning? Can you guys hear any music right now? It's playing right now if you can, so I don't know if you can or can't. I don't know if I'd rather you hear it or not, honestly. It's not like I'm playing bad music, but I know some people don't want to be listening to random music. I like it. I like the music. Throws a little bit of a different jive in the chat room, you know. Listen to some bangers while I'm making some money. Guys, I think this market's going to break out. I'm not going to lie. I think we're going to get over 392. We're going to have a nice little run up. The way it's trading right now, it just looks higher. Just put in some higher or equal highs right now. We put in some higher lows, higher low. Where's Roblox? Where's Roblox? Not showing a lot of strength. Hey man, how's the morning been? It's been a good morning. It's been a solid morning. We got whipped around in Riot and got out of break even. So it triggered us in, hit 1R, came right back down and got us a break even in the same minute. So that was a wild ride, always fun. And then we are currently in the Intel trade, which is looking good, up just over half an hour. And then I'm looking at the Roblox right now. I've got an order in for Roblox. I'm thinking about tightening the stop up a little bit, but yeah, that's the morning so far. Not a ton of action, just 2 trades. Guys, these markets are about to break out. These markets are about to break out. There it is. Which makes me not like Roblox more, honestly. Like markets are at high today, breaking out, and Roblox is struggling kind of. I mean, it's struggling. Let's be honest. Roblox is struggling. I mean, I'm still watching it, but don't like it nearly as much right here, guys. Honestly, getting ready to cancel this order. Yeah, I don't see anything else I really like. You trade anything today, TGL? You just hopping on? Apple's moving up a little bit. Yeah, Apple's not showing as much strength now either, so a little bit concerning there. Riot over high today, still a viable trade. It needs to clean. Like I'm not going to take it on this green bar over high today. It needs to put in a pattern up there, but watch it. I don't see much else, guys. I got my eyes on the Roblox. You can watch mRNA actually over high today. Roblox. I'm going to leave this, but I'm going to tighten the stop up, guys. 42.83 is going to be the new stop. And then this is going to need to come way down. No. There we go. So we're tightening the stop up to 42.83. So give that thing a little bit of room there. How's it doing that? Oh, that's why I was like, wait, that's not right. All right. There we go. All right. Changing the order for Roblox. It's doing that weird thing again where it's not like fully changing it. Alex to waiting for SPY to hit 39.39, then you're going back to sleep. Is that where your target's at? All right, guys. So Intel is at break even. I'm gonna raise my stop on Intel and just okay. There we go on Roblox. So we got the correct order in on Roblox now. Still liking this thing. It's got a 51-cent stop now, so we only need about, what is that? 43.83, right? I didn't get that. 50 cents, so yeah, 43.84 for 1R on Roblox. So Roblox, we're in there. Intel at break even. So Intel to break even. Nice, nice, nice. All right, you're working at SPX of 39.39. Where's that? Right up in this area. Right at this pivot right here, basically. I think that's pretty much. You should be good for that. You should be good for that. It's not too much higher on this thing. We're moving up, looking pretty solid. Looking like we're going higher. Look at a nice little pop on RBLX, guys. Sweet. I guess it looked better on my thumbnail, but still not a bad pop. At least we're not getting triggered in. And Intel's looking good. Intel looking good. Need just a little bit more. I like that our targets before that whole number too. I really like that. Same with RBLX. I like that we're at break even before 44 now. You can see on this hourly chart, this is kind of where that resistance starts to creep in, chopped around. So this $44 area could be a little bit of resistance there. These pivots right here are what we're dealing with right now. So we'll see if we can get over this area. Market's still looking higher. It's already almost 10:30. I'm about to be hopping off here soon, guys. If you guys have any questions or comments, make sure you get them out there before I end the stream. Otherwise, I will be getting off in about 5 or so minutes. And just as a reminder, I will not be live streaming this Thursday, Friday, or Monday, Tuesday of next week. I will be out of town, so I will no live stream for the last 2 days of this week, first 2 days of next week. So, as always, you can always email me and send me trades or send me whatever you need. I will still be answering my email and answering the Discord, answering any questions on the website. So make sure you're still asking questions, but there will be no live stream. No live stream. Going to be going to California. Oof. I'm a little bit worried, man. Never been to California before. I might come back a liberal. No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. But I'm a little bit worried, though. We'll see what the culture's like out there, man. Is anybody from California? Does anybody have I'm just going to visit my brother. I'm just going out there. We're going to go skiing. We're going to just hang out, you know. He lives in like the Napa Valley area, so just going to hang out. Like I said, do some skiing, just hanging out. But yeah, hopefully it's not. Hopefully I don't get converted to Californian. Am I going to get taxed for going out there? If I go out to California for like 5 days, are they going to tax me? Do I have to pay state income tax? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, honestly. Imagine if you visit Cali, they make you pay taxes just for looking around. It's like, well, you drove on our road, so you got to pay income tax. Like, what? I live in Missouri. I was only there for 5 days. They don't care. Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, it should be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a nice break. Nice little spring break, and then we'll get after it again. Get after it again until summer. Maybe take a summer break. Guys, riot high of the day. Right high. I'm not taking it here. Bad idea to take it here. It's up like 5 green bars in a row. Yeah, okay. I was about to say, but if it rests, then maybe, but it didn't rest. If it gives you a buy setup now, so instead of waiting for this time correction right here, it might give you a price correction. So it might just keep running up and then pull back and give you an entry right here to go higher. So you can still watch it. Intel is still grinding up, looking good. We're up like an hour and a half. So good stuff on that. RBLX is struggling a little bit, honestly. RBLX is struggling. Was not able to hold that 4350 area. We'll see if we can come back up. Markets are still looking higher. Yeah, markets are still moving on up. What am I doing? We're still get out of here. Or not, we're coming up into this 200 period moving average right at 393. So getting into some resistance up here, that's for sure. Let's see, where's that 200 at on the SPX? Oh, you should be good then. If we hit the 200, you'll be good. It'll get up to 39.39. Well, drawings on there. Right. It's always so interesting whenever I see a drawing from like a long time ago, and I'm like, wow, where the hell did that come from? And I just keep scrolling back. I'm like, oh, maybe it was right there. All right, pulling it on RBLX, so not looking super high there, but we are looking pretty good on Intel. So if Intel hits target and RBLX stops out, that's still plus 1 hour day. I'll still take that, no doubt about it. So I'm not going to be taking any more trades today. It's already 9:30. I don't really see anything that I like. Yeah, we are in the RBLX. We are in the Intel. RBLX pulling in a little bit, not looking super great. Intel's looking really good. We only need another like nickel out of this thing for full 2R. Apple's struggling a little bit. It needs to get over that high of the day. It needs to get over high of the day. I don't know what your management is, Gav Ross, but if you trail your stocks out, I would be maybe trailing this thing up. At the very least, I'd be out of break even. I'd have a stop at break even. I mean, this stock has done a pretty good job, so I wouldn't be losing on it. But yeah, it needs to get over 153 if it is going to get to 150. I mean, obviously, it needs to get over 153 to get to 154. But it needs to break this resistance. If it doesn't break this resistance, then it might roll over. So Riot kind of hanging out still. DVN ended up being strong. All right. So that's going to be it for me today, guys. I'm going to call it a day here. SPY keeps pushing up. Qs keep pushing up. Looking good. Intel, we are only a couple cents away from target on Intel. We need one more penny. Come on. Let me get to target before I hop off of here. Come on, baby. There we go. Out Intel. Plus 2R. With that, I will call it a day, guys. Worst case scenario is we're down 1R. Best case, we're up 4R. So that is a positive day. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to the live stream. As always, if you have any questions, comments, you want to just hang out and talk with somebody, shoot me an email, join my Discord. It's all right there. So have a great day, everybody. Enjoy your pie day. Maybe go have a slice of pie or buy one for somebody else. Make someone smile today. So have a good day, guys. Take care.